Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing another figure review, and this time I'm going to be doing a review of the Neca Batman vs. Aliens sdcc 2-pack. I did a review of this a while back, although to be totally honest, I really didn't think it was that good. It's not good at all, and it was a while back ago, and there was a lot of noises going on in the background, and I had quite a bit of mess ups here and there in that video. And I already deleted that video because I didn't think it was very good, and it got a good amount of views and everything. But yeah, I didn't really think it was that good, and I'm not revisiting this only because of that reason. But I also bought the Neca sdcc Green Lantern versus Sinestro Corps Predator figure at a comic shop. I bought that 2-pack at a comic shop, and I was really excited, and I have it now. I bought it for like $200, which is pretty pricey. But hey, at least I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to go on eBay to try to look for one, because on eBay they are pretty pricey on eBay nowadays, and so is this guy. But yeah, I want to revisit this figure because he's pretty cool, and I might as well review him if I have the other 2-pack, and I'm gonna review it soon. But yeah, we're gonna go over both of these figures' paint, detail, sculpt, and accessories. Although there's not many accessories, there's a couple, and we're gonna do some comparisons and everything. So, yeah, the very first thing I want to start off with is accessories. There's only 2 accessories in this 2-pack. Here's the Batarang, the Batman Batarang that came with this set. It's a very plain silver, just generic silver Batarang. Although it's very nicely detailed, and it's a sturdy Batarang piece. And the camera isn't focusing that well on it because this phone is buried in you, and I know I say that in almost every review, but the camera isn't focusing that well, but it's a really nice Batarang for what it is. And here's his here is his right open hand. Not right open hand. Here's his right gripping hand to hold the Batarang right there. Very nice. The nice blue glove there, and a little bit of the vein work. You can see that vein going across his hand, and then his knuckles, and the gloves. Everything's very nicely detailed. Like it a lot. So, yeah. And I'm going to go over the Batman first, and I'm going to go over his paint and detail first. Here's Batman. I gotta say, he's pretty awesome. This is one of my most favorite NECA Batman figures. I don't really collect Batman figures. I'm not a really big fan of Batman. I don't really collect figures that much from any companies. But I gotta say, if when it comes to the NECA ones, I like it whenever NECA does Batman figures. I'm not a huge fan of the Green Lantern or the Superman, but this Batman is really awesome. I really like them ever since I got them a while back. I liked them a lot. I didn't get them out of the packaging because I didn't have shelves or anything, and I just didn't want to. But he's very nice. The head, you can see the face there, and the chin, the lips. Very nicely detailed face, right there. The camera focus. I don't think the camera, there we go. The camera's focusing now, and it's a very nicely detailed face. Really like the face a lot. Really nicely detailed. The mask is really nicely detailed as well. And he has plain white eyes right there. It was kind of weird for me, but yeah, he has very nice plain white eyes right there. And then the mask itself is very nice. Wrinkles in the eye area, and then the long, good-looking horns, which really complements this Batman mask right here. See, a very nice head sculpt. But for the body's very nice. You can see his 6-pack right there, his abs, his muscular chest, and everything. The bat symbol is painted nicely. No chips or anything like in other people's reviews where the bat symbol has chips. This figure really doesn't have any paint chips at all. It's really great. The 6-pack and everything is really nicely detailed. All the abs, and then the arms have a lot of muscle, really nicely detailed. And then you can see the double joints right there, which looks nice. Then the hand has more of the vein work like the other hand, the knuckle, and then this part of the arm, the defense armor. I don't know what this is, what this thing is called, or these spikes, but very nicely detailed. Then the other arm is nicely detailed as well. So yeah, very nicely detailed. I really like this Batman. Like I said, one of my favorite Batman figures ever, and especially since Neca made it. And two Batman figures I really like are the Neca Michael Keaton movie Batman and this guy. So it's kind of competing. I don't have the Michael Keaton Batman, but I know a store that has them. And yeah, very, very great. So yeah, so that's about it for detail on his stomach and his chest right there. Then his legs are very, very nicely detailed. All sorts of muscle and everything in the legs. Nice glossy paint. A nice gray glossy paint job all around the figure. Then the back of the legs look very nice as well, more muscle. And then the little ball joints right there. And the boots are very nicely detailed. And even the boots have like up and down movement. And in the back is very nicely detailed as well. So there we go, lots of muscle in the back. Then the back of the arms right there, and his Batman butt underwear thing. I don't know what that is, but yeah, and the cape is very nicely detailed. This is a very nice cloth cape. I'm glad that NECA finally listens to the fans and actually gives their DC figures proper capes. Because man, this cape is a really great cape. Really nice, soft, good, durable, great looking cape right here. It's pretty big if I bend it out all the way. Takes up the entire camera. But very, very nice cape. I like it a lot. The cloth material is pretty durable and it's nice. And it's flexible, so you could flex it however you want. So yeah, kind of like working out. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of reminds me of that working out, of that rubbery, like bendable working out pants that you could do whatever you want with them. They're all stretchy like that. But yeah, that's about it for paint and detail. I showed you a good amount of it. The head's awesome as well. And I showed you the accessories. But let's get to articulation. And I'm going to start off with Batman here. Articulation, the head goes a full 360 degrees. Up a good amount, and then down a good amount. Side to side on the pivot there. All the way around, like I said. This piece doesn't move. But the arms go out pretty far. They go out a good amount. And then inwards a good amount. All the way around. Double jointed elbows right there. So yeah, double jointed elbows. This part sadly doesn't swivel. I kind of wish it did. But the hand swivels. And it goes side to side. Slash up and down like that. Like all other NECA figures. And the legs go up pretty far. They go up a good amount. They go back a good amount. And then they go out a good amount. Inwards a good amount. And the double jointed knees. Pretty nice, good articulation in the knees. Nice double jointed knee area. Then the boot right here swivels. Nice boot swivel right there. So very, very nice. Oh. So have you heard something fall? That was a cane figure. But the foot goes all the way around. And then it goes up. It goes up not that far, but it goes down pretty far. And then the head, like I showed you, has a good amount of articulation. Then the body itself, starting from down here, goes all the way around. So, yup. And then the ab crunch, nice Marvel Legends type of ab crunch, if not better. But yeah, kind of would to me it would kind of look weird to have a ball and then a swivel like the Predators and Aliens. But there is a good amount of ab crunch articulation. So yeah, very, very nice. And that's basically it for articulation for Batman. Has a good amount of articulation. This is the only Batman figure I've seen that has a good amount of articulation. It's because I've seen reviews of plenty of Batman figures and they don't really have great articulation. And this figure is really, really awesome. And me personally, blows any other Batman figure out of the water. Not because it's NECA or if I'm praising this figure too much, but I honestly really like this figure. Good amount of articulation. And yeah, you could get him whichever pose. And if you're a toy photographer, you could get some pretty good photos out of him. But that's about it for him. Now let's move on to the Xenomorph. The figure I was most excited for. Here's the Xenomorph. Ever since I first got him, he's still in good shape. And he was gonna make it on my, and I was thinking about putting him on my top 16 alien NECA figure list. Because he's really awesome. I really like him. Pretty badass figure. And all the blood and everything there. But he's one of my favorites. But I didn't think he deserved a spot on that list. Because honestly, there's way more Xenomorphs that were on that list that I like more than this figure. And yeah, this figure is a really great figure. And And let's go in his paint. Let's go over his paint and sculpt there. This is the standard reused standard alien resurrection body right there. So you're gonna see a lot of similarities with the AVP warrior and the resurrection one. But yeah, very, very nice. All the biomechanical bits. Although this doesn't really look that much. It looks like a xenomorph, but it looks like a human skeleton sort of. But yeah, you can see all the bug-like biomechanical bits all around there. His legs and everything. And then these little defense things on his legs or whatever. And then his ribs are very nicely detailed. Some ridges between his legs, between his ribs, holding them together. And then the round fin plate that all xenomorphs have. Very nicely detailed neck right there. All the gums, all the blood. The blood looks fantastic. That's one reason why I really like this figure. And I think they did a really good job on the paint. The blood is just freaking fantastic. It's a really good amount of blood. The camera doesn't focus on it too well, but you can definitely see it. Good amount of blood. Very nice dark blood. Or makeup. I highly doubt it's makeup. I think it's most likely blood. But very good amount of blood right there. And then it has some blood on the tail too. Very nice dark red color. And amount of blood on the tail. And the mouth. The mouth is very, very awesome. So, yeah. I don't know if the camera will focus. There you go. The camera is focusing. And yeah, very good amount of blood. I really like it a lot. I cannot stop saying it. But it's true. I really, really like it. All the blood there. And then all the blood or makeup around the lips. And then the green dome was pretty cool. This dark kind of green apple Gatorade. It's kind of weird, but it's a dark green apple or dark lollipop green color. And I really like that. The dome is a nice green color. You can kind of see the skeleton underneath there, but the green covers most of it, which I like about it. And then all the biomechanical bits that makes the xenomorph look good. Then the four tubes without that annoying fin in the back. Has a slight little rib cage right here. Not rib cage, but a little spinal column of little ridges there. And then the tail is a big bendy wire tail like the AVP aliens. Nice amount of articulation in the tail. And then this part right here swivels right here. And then the tail is on a bendy wire. And I guess we should just start going over articulation. So yeah, sorry about this. This happens quite a lot. The camera moves. I finally got a proper stand to hold my camera. But yeah, now that I moved the tail, let's go over the rest of his articulation. Starting with the head. The head goes 360 degrees. It goes down pretty far. And then back a good amount. Although it's pretty stiff on mine. But yeah, the head rotates. The jaw articulates. And the little mini mouth comes out, but it's kind of hard. And I have short nails, and it's really impossible on almost every Neca xenomorph. Besides the alien warriors and dog alien to come out. I think I can get this out. I think I can. Ah, there you go. So yeah, I got the little mini mouth out, but it goes in and out however you please. But yeah, nice jaw articulation there. The head goes side to side and all the way around like I showed you. The arms go out a good amount. Not too far like the Batman, but the arms go out a really decent good amount. And then all the way around, the arms go all the way around, backwards and forwards. And then nice double joint at the elbow there. And then the part of the arm, and then this part of the arm along with the actual little ball itself has a full rotation. And then the hand goes all the way around as well. Side to side on the pivot there, and it can also go up and down. And then the fingers articulate pretty decently. And then the torso here, the torso goes all the way around. So there we go. This goes down a good amount, not too far, but a good amount. So, yep, and then all the way around. And then the legs go up pretty far, pretty up for the legs. And then back a good amount. And then out a good amount. Nice double jointed knees there. And then the shins. Nice shin articulation. Nice bend at the shin slash bottom foot area right there. Well, not even bottom foot area, but shin. Nice shin articulation. The foot goes all the way around. And then Then goes not too far up, nor too far down. It kind of has a little pivot motion. Not really an ankle pivot, but a little rocking pivot motion. But they do go all the way around and up and down a little bit. And then the tail, like I was showing you earlier, the tail has a swivel right there. And in a bendy wire, you could bend it however you please in whatever awesome position. But yeah, it's basically for articulation on this guy. Great amount of articulation. Let me go over his details a little bit more because this is an awesome xenomorph. Has a great amount of detail and everything. So let me show you the detail and his sculpt work and everything. It's pretty amazing. So, yep. You can see those little part of the costume like an AVP. You can see the part of the costume there. Biomechanical bits. The legs very nicely detailed. And then the tail is very nicely detailed. And I especially love the blood. The blood makes it way more awesome in my opinion. The blood all over the tail right there. And the lips. And the lips/jaws right there. So, yeah, but I gave you a pretty good look at this guy. And before we end the video here, let's get to some quick comparisons. Let's start with comparisons. Let's start with comparing Batman to other human figures. Like I said, I don't have that much human figures. I have Batman, a good amount of Marines, and Kane and Burke. But sadly, I don't have Burke with me right now. He's in my collection, so yeah, I can't get him out. But here is Batman. Let me stand Batman all the way up. Right there. Here's Batman next to Kane right there. Very, very nice. Kane is bigger just because Kane isn't really bigger because Kane isn't really bigger. It looks like it because that mask he's wearing over his head and the helmet. But they're both around the average same human height right there. So very, very nice. There's a comparison of those two. And then here's Batman next to Hicks. I have a Hicks right here. Here he is. Hicks was holding a shotgun, but it fell out. And they're pretty much the same size. Batman's a little bit bigger because since Batman's a big, muscular guy, he's pretty bigger. Not pretty bigger, but he's pretty big. He's a bit bigger than Hicks, but there's a nice human comparison for you. And now let me start comparing Batman to a couple of actual creatures. Here's Batman next to this big chap, 1979 big chap xenomorph from Neca. Didn't have to repeat big chap twice, but whatever. There's that comparison. Very, very nice next to each other. And then here's Batman next to... Then here's Batman next to the AVP Requiem Xenomorph Warrior from Alien vs. Predator 2007. So yeah, this Requiem Xenomorph is kind of like the same exact suit and design as the Joker Xenomorph, but his legs don't have the ability to extend even bigger. So this Requiem Xenomorph is kind of smaller than the Joker Xenomorph. At least all the way up at least, but there's that comparison. They look very, very nice next to each other. Then here's Batman next to a couple of Kenner aliens. Here's the Gorilla Xenomorph on all fours right there. So very, very nice. There's the Gorilla Xenomorph. He's on all fours. Of course, the Gorilla Xenomorph's bigger than the Batman when he's all the way up, but there's a nice comparison there. And then here is Batman next to an alien warrior right there from Aliens 1986. So yeah, by the way, disclaimer, my Batman Dead End Neca Wasp Predator recently broke, and I wish I could have compared Wasp Predator next to Batman and kind of recreate the Dead End scene. Well, not recreate the scene, but give you an idea. But he's broken, sadly. I'm gonna try my best to fix that one, and I'm gonna look for a couple on eBay. There's a couple of Wasp Predators on eBay for a good price, but I just haven't ordered them yet because I don't have a chance. See, I don't know why I was messing up, but holy crap. See, by the way, guys, that's gonna happen quite a lot. And it basically happens in almost all my videos, and it's very, very annoying. The camera always falls down. Can you stand up, please? Thank you. But that's pretty much it. Oh no, a couple more comparisons. I'll do a couple more comparisons here with Batman. Here's Batman next to a Predator. Here he is next to a Hive Wars. Batman is kind of having difficulties standing up next to Hive Wars, but here he is next to him. Very nice comparison. The Predators, of course, are bigger than Batman and an average human, but there's a nice comparison for you. So, there you go. And then here's Batman next to a Dark Horse comic Predator, another Dark Horse figure, Broken Tusk. So, yeah, that's all the comparisons I'm going to do for Batman. Now I'm going to do the Joker Xenomorph, crouched down a bit next to other aliens and Predators. Starting with Broken Tusk here. So, yeah, very, very nice. Both of these are going on my Dark Horse Comics, Aliens, and Predator figure shelf. They're both from the comics, and they look pretty good together. So, very, very nice. And I promise a room tour is coming. Let me get a few. Let me get a good amount of figures to put on my shelf in my room. But a room tour is coming. But I'm not quite ready yet, and my room's kind of a mess right now. But yeah, there's Enforcer, another comic figure next to the Joker. See, yeah, and technically, if you, oh my god, see guys, this is the problem with this camera. This camera just, man, this camera, there's nothing wrong with my phone at all. But I'm using this weak little Neca figure stand to stand the figures up. And Jesus Christ, is it bad at balancing this phone. There you go. But as I was saying, if you read the Predator Life and Death comic, I'm gonna add Hive Wars to my comic shelf as well, since he was in Predator Life and Death. But there is that comparison. And then one more comparison here for Predators anyway is the Lava Planet Predator. Stood all the way up as far as he could go. He's not stood all the way up, but nice comparison there. And then here he is next to the AVP Requiem, AVPR, I should say, Xenomorph. So, yeah, this AVP Requiem Xenomorph, basically the same body and design as the Joker Xenomorph. Besides the Joker Xenomorph having a bit of extra height in the legs, and besides the rigid head. But, yeah, pretty similar in design. Like 99.9% similarity between them. But, yeah, I can't wait till they re-release the AVPR Xenomorph with more articulation. But, that's basically it for the video. I'm going to review that Green Lantern vs. Predator one pretty soon, if not today. But, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed it. Or if you've been a fan of the channel for a long time and you enjoyed this review, just go ahead and leave a like if you want to. And we will see you on the next I will see you in the next video. So, bye-bye.